Hello everybody, this is Steampunk Gaming here. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. First time I actually have a real facecam video and I'm already shaking the fuck out of it. This is Steampunk Gaming here, finally able to record more videos for all of you to watch. Not like there's a whole bunch of you that like my content, but whatever, I don't care, I'm just doing this for fun. I downloaded a better screen recorder. Earlier, I had a screen recorder that I downloaded that I was testing with that didn't really have great quality. I mean, I got up to 480p, but I just wanted something a little higher, and this thing gets all the way up to, I think, what's labeled as 4K quality. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. I believe I'm also recording at 30 frames per second right now, just because I'm not sure how well my phone will handle 60 frames per second, but I will test to see if it'll work, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just keep doing it at 30 frames per second. I'll let you guys know if I do it at 60 frames per second, but if any of you want to know what this is called, it's called ADV Screen Recorder. It is completely free on the Google Play Store. A lot of screen recorders require root, which is something you have to do, like where you plug it into a computer and do stuff like that. You don't have to do that with this. It's completely all on the phone. I'm not sure how much storage it takes up just yet, so we will see. I'm going to try to keep my videos to 15 to 20 minutes just in case of that. But anyway, on to the game. This is called Unison League. It is an Android phone or tablet game. I'm going to be playing a lot of these kinds of games for a while we're traveling. Mainly because internet here doesn't really work well on our computers or on our consoles in any of these trailer parks. But my phone seems to do really well with the internet. So I'm going to play some what I think are fun Android games. And if you see this guy moving around with the weird orange guy above me, that's me right now. I am level 43. I'll move that down for you. I'm level 43. And what Unison League is, there's no real way to describe it. It's simple but complicated. Basically, it's one of these games where you try to get gear, you go on these quests, you fulfill quests, try to level up your guy, and you try to get rewards and get better gear and upgrade them and stuff. So this episode will be a lot of showing you guys what this is, if you guys ever want to play it. So, of course, as soon as you log in, you get daily bonuses, which are always nice. Oh, Eric, get out of here. But, yeah, you get these daily bonuses, gold, friend points, gems. Gems are what you use to summon more gear. It's what you use to get better stuff, I guess. Friend points is what you use to get, kind of common and rare gears, and every time you log in you get one free one and you don't have to spend any points. Oh, and I'm getting a rare, it looks like, for my one free one. Alright, so that's what it looks like in its crystal form, and then it'll hatch, and I've already unlocked that one. So I'll probably just sell that or use it to augment stuff, I'm not sure. If you look here, there are these 3 different types of summoning you can do as well, where you can get even better gear. I believe the highest gear you can get and or upgrade to are ultra rares. Second best is super, super rare, then it's super rare, rare, and then there's just the commons. I'm not sure if they're actually called commons, but, you know, it makes sense to call them that. And since Christmas is just around the corner, they have special Christmas stuff that you can get. So that's always nice. I'm going to spend my friend points. Oh, damn it. I keep looking at my face screen instead of the camera, and it's a horrible habit of mine. And this weird guy I pointed out earlier, he goes on expeditions. You send him on expeditions and he finds stuff for you that help you upgrade your gear or just help you out in general. You could do like a 6-hour expedition where he will literally be gone for 6 entire hours. And usually he doesn't come back with all that great stuff. I mean, You get proficiency, which is really useful, in gold, and there's some augmentation mats, which are really nice. But there's nothing too great about the normal expedition. Special expedition, you can get amazing stuff, but it consumes 3 of your gems. So you have to be willing to let him consume 3 gems to get better stuff, which is, I honestly think, most of the time worth it. And since I have 7, I will launch him on a 1-hour expedition, and I will send... I'll send my buddy Quitexin. Wherever she is. I think the character's a she, so I assume... Oh yeah, there she is. The character's a she, so I'm just gonna call her a she. So I'll send her out. And he'll go off and go find some stuff for me that make my stuff better. This is supposed to be the main character's, like, best friend, Philo. She gives you, like, tips and tricks that are quite useless after you've reached, well, level 43 in the game, but, you know, it's whatever. If you want to mingle with people, you can chat, or you can dance in the middle of everything. You know, why not? Just do a little dance, or you can even do, like, this little lady kick dance here. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just, you still can't see it very well. There we go. And that's Roxas over there, apparently, wearing a disguise. Clever, clever. Didn't fool me, though. And this is our friend, the Christmas tree. Oh, she disappeared. Well, fine. So like I said, I was going to show you guys pretty much how to play if you ever decide you want to. Equip. You have main gear slots, which are the first slots. And then you have sub gear, which is really cool because what it does is that, because since your gear only has so much that it can hold, like, stat-wise, the sub gear, when you reach certain levels, lets you get even stronger than what you were before by adding on additional stats, which is really cool. Is really cool. And so, honestly, the best thing you could do is hit... Wow, really? Those are better? Huh. Like, yeah, like I was saying, it's better to hit auto-equip sub-gear, honestly, because it really knows what works well with your class, what has higher stats, and apparently my 3 super rares were worse than my 3 rares. I'm not sure how or why. Probably because I haven't upgraded those other super rares yet, and I've only been working on my 1 lance, but... speaking of that, my class is a Lancer. There are, I believe, 5 classes. I'll cover that in a second. Augmentation, though, this is where you pick a weapon or a gear, and you basically make it stronger. So, like, let's say I want my trusty lance to get better. I would pick that, and I'd pick 5 or 1 thing to, I guess, improve it. And after it reaches a certain level, you can reforge it. Reforging requires certain materials in order to do this. It's really well worth getting those materials. Like, I only have 2 of the things right now, but if you look just right there, at that little shadowy thingy, that is what that original lance will look like, is when it'll become that. If I get these materials and have the golden stuff, and if this is at the appropriate level. So that's really cool. That's how you improve stuff and get even better gear than before. And this just kind of lists all the stuff you have. It lists the stuff, it basically lists all the stuff you could sell, and the little number up here basically, oh, I didn't want to click that. That lets you know how much space you have on you in your inventory, which I don't have a lot of. Abilities, which is really cool. You have a plethora of different abilities you can choose from for your set. You unfortunately cannot get rid of your base attack, which I kind of hate, kind of like, but that's okay. But as you level up your class, you are capable of learning new abilities. Like I said, I'm the Lancer, and I have about become a High Lancer. I just need to learn that last little thing there, and then I can move on to Dragoon. And then after Dragoon, I can become an Arch Dragoon. That's what proficiency's for. Proficiency allows you to learn all these new abilities and all these new attacks and powers. Make yourself stronger. It's really cool. It's really nice. The other classes are Soldier, Archer, Mage, Cleric. So there's a total of 5, and the amazing thing about this is that you can switch between any class you want at any time and upgrade all of them if you wish. Which would, of course, take for frickin' ever, but it would be so cool. And another thing I really like is that you aren't forced to use only, let's say, Lancer attacks in the Lancer class. Because over here, I have... What is this? This is a Mage attack, this is an Archer, and this is a Clerics. So I could potentially use other classes' attacks while I'm a Lancer or a Soldier, and it's really cool. In Fusion, I still don't know what this is yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. It has something to do with guild battles and stuff like that, which I've only done 2 of those, and we came really close to winning 1. Just didn't quite work out, though. But, the guild battles are just... I'll cover guild battles some other time when I decide to do one. There's one in an hour and 6 minutes, but I'm not going to be doing that. Not on here, at least not on the recording. Usually I do guild battles later at night. I do the late night ones. And I usually don't record late night because, well, everyone's here in the trailer and it's really hard to keep kind of private, and it becomes an issue because, parents don't usually understand when it's like, I'm recording, don't talk during the recording, but I don't mind it because it makes things interesting, but I know viewers don't like it and whatever. Gear locker is what you use to store stuff, you store stuff in the gear locker, obviously, in case you need to hold on to something. These I got from subquests. I'm only keeping them because if I decide to do the other classes, I'll have them. The encyclopedias, all the lists of stuff that you have unlocked. I don't know why I paused there. All the stuff that I have unlocked. And what's really cool in the equip section is that over here, I can click cosmetic. And basically, I could wear whatever armor I have on for stats. But if I want to look different, I could just go in and change my cosmetic to make it look like I'm wearing a suit and tie. Or maybe look like a ballerina Link. Or a maid with the demon's mask. Or maybe I could wear a crown. Or some pretty little feathers. And whenever I want, I can change my hairstyle, which is really cool. So the cosmetic section is really fun to play around with, and with the guild battles, you can unlock different cosmetics that you normally don't have unlocked, which is also really cool. I apparently have 5 spawns I can do, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, so I got 5 commons, that's fine. I've already unlocked all those. And since everything is so backed up like I saw earlier... Okay, yeah, I selected that. It's hard to tell with my little overlay camera, but people like face cams, so I'm willing to compromise, as long as you guys are willing to deal with the fact that my screen will be moving around a little bit. I'll sell you two, because I don't think you two do anything. I have an EXP limit, which will be really useful. I'm getting text messages up the ass. Okay, so I made a little bit more space, and I think I'm actually going to expand my inventory by using a gem. And before I decide to end the episode, I'm going to go ahead and do a quest. I might do sub-quests next episode, but while the season's here, I'm going to be trying to do these Christmas ones because it gives me rewards for doing them multiple times. So I'm going to try to get a couple of these in. I don't know why I clicked Sandbook, but look, I can unlock some really cool things by replaying these quests. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do for a little while, is I go try to do. Oh, and I joined in on someone else's thing. I'm sorry, I don't care. I need stuff. Oh God, they're killing him before I could do anything. Woo, good job, guys. Good job, Rudolph. It's 2 Rudolphs. So the combat system, as you can see, is a real-time RPG. It's not really turn-based. It's all based on cost and attack recharges, which honestly works really well for this game. I really like real-time RPG-style games. Fuck you, Santa. I'm sorry, Santa. I didn't mean that. I love you. You bring me goodies that I like. You bring me delicious stuff. I'm not sure what to do with these presents either. Like, they have these presents that I can get after each one of these, and I can actually reforge them if I get enough of the same present, and I keep doing that. I really don't know why. I don't know what they do. I'm an MVP. MVP, it's basically you vote for someone who deserves friend points. I never really know who deserves friend points because everyone does a really good job. So I just gotta pick based on the highest level, or if I feel like that person was just doing more, because usually higher level people are a lot stronger and they do most of the work. So, I don't know. I just pick. Yeah, fuck you, Santa Min. Santa Mini. I'm that guy, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. From, staring at me earlier when I was walking around and stuff with my evil horns and such. I don't use my basic attack so I don't waste cost. That's what's good about not replacing your basic attack, is that if you need to do an attack and no one else is attacking, and you have low costs, that little 5 cost attack can usually do the trick for you at the very end, which is very nice. Santa again. I like the way they designed Santa in this, but he's kinda weak. Unison red. Aww. I want to show these guys my Unison attack because my monster's badass. Even though I need to upgrade him to make him even better of a badass. Okay. Ah, sweet. I got a stamp reward. Who's the highest? Looks like you're the winner, Alana. Yay. That was awesome. That was so fun. That was a lot of fun times. Yeah. So much fun. Use presents to reforge Santa to you are. Oh, I'm glad I read that. So can I get Santa gear eventually? And I use the presents to reforge them to you are. Oh, how did I not piece that? How did I not see that earlier? Okay. It's almost time for the end of the episode. I'm going to show you an augmentation real quick. I hope I actually got that. I did. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and augment my main weapon. It's good just to keep focused on one main piece of equipment for a while until you get it to its highest, I believe. It just makes things easier to organize, because in the beginning I was well overwhelmed with confusion and not really knowing what to do in terms of augmentation or reforging. But I learned that focusing on one piece of equipment at a time is so much easier to keep track of, and it just works so much better. But that was a basic augmentation. It just levels it up. I think I'm one more level away until I can reforge that piece of gear. And I really want to get my monster caught up. My monster is right here. This is my main one. It's a fire one. He's really cool. I believe his name is Fire Drake Ignis. So he's really fun. That's monsters are what you use for Unison attacks, which is basically your specials. Those are really fun to use, especially if you get a certain number of elements on the field. You summon some sort of spirit that does devastating damage, and it's really cool. All right, this should bring. Oh wow, it's gonna bring up to 31. That's awesome. Come on, bring up my skill. Yeah, awesome. I can't really explain what skills do in terms of like the equipment that you have, but each piece of equipment has a certain skill it gives you. I'm not quite sure what it does. Like the skills do, they have definite, they have descriptions about them, but I'm not a genius on this game yet. I'm only level 43. I think the highest is 100, so I'm almost halfway there. You think I'd know a little more. But hopefully, oh yeah. Missions! Yeah, augmented twice, I get a reward. You get certain rewards daily if you do certain things, and then you get achievement rewards too. Awesome. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I really love this game. It is a lot of fun. And in the next episode, I'm actually going to show you another game that I really love playing called Brave Frontier, which it was my #1 favorite on the Google Play, but I think this one's my #1 favorite right now. Mainly because you actually get to customize your character, get gear, and all this stuff. Whereas Brave Frontier, it's like Magic the Gathering without the cards, and you just have all these units, and you use certain attacks, and they only have really like one attack, and it's just a lot of tapping and make sure you don't die, and making sure I mean, it's fun. It's super fun, but you'll see when I show you it. Hopefully you guys will watch it. But thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I hope to see you all in the next video. See you guys.